Okay, so I'm going to go over how to export your video. When you're here on your timeline, your editing is completed and you're ready to export, you need to make sure your timeline is selected. So you'll know it's selected because it'll be outlined in blue. If you have another segment, another window selected, you will not be able to export. So make sure you have your timeline selected, and you should see this gray bar going all the way across. Sometimes when you're clicking up here in the timeline to move around, you might accidentally click this and it might look like this right here. You might have moved this gray bar. And if you did move that gray bar, that means you're only going to export that portion of the video. So it's not going to do the whole thing. So you just want to double check and make sure that gray bar goes all the way across your video. So timeline selected, highlighted in blue, gray bar, make sure that it goes to the end of your video. And then we're going to go up here to File, Export, and then Media. If it doesn't let you click on Media, that's because you had something else selected, some other window other than your timeline selected. So over here, we need to give it a file name. It's our intro video, so that's what I'm going to call it. And then our location, we need to tell it where we want to save it. So I'm going to click there. It's going to bring this up. You can see I've already exported it once. Give it the title. We're going to click Save. It's asking me if I want to replace it. Yes, I do, just for the sake of this example. And then after that, we want to make sure that our format is H.264, and then our preset says Match Source. Okay, so if those things look good, H.264 and Match Source, you're now ready to go over here and click Export, and your video will begin exporting. You'll notice on your timeline, you see the red and the yellow areas. That means this is video footage that is unrendered. And sometimes when you're trying to watch a video back, it can slow it up and make it choppy a little bit. And so if you're struggling to watch the preview and to see the stuff that you've done flow nicely, one of the things you can do is just go up to your toolbar up at the top, go to Sequence, and then select Render Entire Work Area, and then it will render all of that. And these bars should go from being red and yellow to green, and they should play much smoother. Now, whenever you export, it's going to render everything anyway, so your final video project is not going to be choppy or laggy, but it might be in your preview on the timeline. So if you ever experience that, that's one way that you can fix that. Okay, so now that your video is exported, it's time to turn in your video file on Google Classroom. And what you're looking for when you go to turn in is an MP4 file. A lot of people will end up turning in the project file, the one that's for Adobe Premiere. If you turn this in, all I'm going to be able to see is a bunch of code. I don't get to see your video. So this is not what we want to turn in. And when you hover over it, you see that it says Adobe Premiere Project. This is a file that can only be opened by Adobe Premiere. So, and only if you have the video files on the computer in the first place. So I can't do anything with this. This one right here, this is the exported video. When you hover over it, it should say MP4 file. That's what you're trying to turn in for this assignment. Okay, so you'll select that and turn it in on Google Classroom. And that's it.